Hello everyone, welcome to our new video. Today we'll be seeing about the new filter formula which is available in Office 365. So if you have any previous version like 2019 or 2016, you can't see that formula over there. So you can check this on the web version. And to start with, we have taken the arguments which are required in the filter function. So there are total 3 arguments. 2 of them are compulsory and the last one is optional argument. If you want, you can provide, otherwise there's no issue, you can continue with the 2. So the first one is array. Array works in same manner like in XLOOKUP we use return array. So like the value we want the formula to give back will be given in the first argument. In the second argument is a criteria argument, like on which basis you want to filter your data set. So that will be the second argument. And the third is if empty, like if there is no such value which you are looking for, then what you want the result as. So let's see, I have taken 3 different scenarios, like a case which is relevant to HR function, and another one is for marketing, and last one will be for operations. So we'll see one by one, and almost everything is same. Just for the purpose of practice, I have taken 3 different data sets, and let's see how it goes. So we'll start with the HR. Like I have a data where candidate onboarding dates are given with their names. So there are 2 scenarios that we'll see over here. Like based on the date, we'll see which candidate is going to be onboarded on that particular date, and the second one will be based on the candidate will select. Like if we know some candidate like Varun is there, we want to check what is the onboarding date for Varun, so that we can do by that looking at filter function. So the thing is, we can do this by VLOOKUP and XLOOKUP as well, but the thing is VLOOKUP and XLOOKUP both have the limitation that it can provide only a single value. Like in VLOOKUP, it will start from the top, and the first value which it will find, it will return that as a result, and it will ignore the other values which are down below. And in same manner in XLOOKUP, we can specify that either we want to start from the top or from the bottom, but same thing, like only one value we can get as a result for a particular thing. In filter, that's the benefit, like you can filter out 2-3 data if available based on a single lookup value. So let's see, let's start with like let's say I want 31st as my date. So we'll start with equal to filter, then array. We want our result to be the name of the candidate, so we'll select that particular area, and in include, this is our data set, and out of that we want all the relevant data for 31st March 2023, and if there is any empty, just write no data. Okay, so these are the 3 candidates who are going to be onboarded on 31st, like you can see over here. And let's change the date, let's take 3rd. So only one candidate. This is a small data set, that's why it's easy to identify. Like we can see from there as well, like who is going to join on which date. But if you have a large data set, this formula can be really helpful, and let's do that in opposite manner. So let's say we have a candidate over here, and we want to search for his joining or onboarding date. So first filter, now this time we want date, so we'll select date as our array, and our criteria will be equal to no. And this time we won't be giving any if empty like the last optional argument. So let's see, we got 28 as the date for joining of on, and you can check from this data like he's joining on 28th. Okay, let's change the name, we'll take Kavya. See, it's on 4th. So this is how you can use filter function. This is a basic. We'll move forward with the marketing part. So I have some data over here, like let's say we have a list of leads that are provided from the organization are based on our research, and the follow-up status on those particular leads. Like I have 4 common, you can say standard comments. These are those 4 comments, and based on that we have filtered, we have given comment in front of these leads. So what we want is, like if you want to select like who are the customer whom we called but we are unable to connect, so unavailable, and requested to go on weekends. So things like that can be done. So let's start with the filter function again, and as we did in previous slide, so yeah, and include we have status, and this should be equal to this particular thing. See, these are the customers based on our comment, like need to call again. So these are customers and who were unavailable, and request to call a weekend. So like this you can filter out your data, and this is just a simple example. You can have a bunch of data, like there will be more than 2 columns and different type of you can apply 2 or more filters also, that we can see in the next part, like when we go for operations. See, in operations we have different rows. First is starting by the order, like the serial number is given over there, and for the different products and different quantities, warehouses are there. Then we have shipping method and the date for the delivery. So what we'll do is, first one we'll start with, like based on the delivery date, we'll see which other product need to be delivered, and we want all these 4 criteria to be returned. So we'll start with this equal to filter, and array is like we want this 4 column to be returned, so we'll select that, and based on the last delivery date we want it to be filtered, and it should be equal to this one, right? So for 20th we have 2 products to be delivered and their quantity, and from which warehouse they need to be delivered, and the shipping mode method. Next we'll go with some other date, let's say 23 and 17, then we have 16. So by this you can do different type of filtering of data. Previously we used to just apply filter over here, and then we need to apply the filters we want. Now we can do that by using formula. So this is very easy way you can prepare any data set, like you can apply different filters also. So let's see how we can do that. So my first criteria is that it should be the date criteria. Next one is, let's say ground. Okay, see, here are 2 products that need to be delivered through the shipping mode, which is ground. So we'll select that particular criteria, and this criteria lies in this particular column. So we'll select this column, and it should be equal to ground, and just there should be a multiplication sign to combine those. Let's close this. See, we got both the product which need to be delivered through the shipping mode, which is ground. Let's go with other. Yeah, so there is no, on 18 there is nothing which should be delivered through ground. 17 also we don't have. 21 we have 1, and 14 we have none. 18 none. 19 we have 1. So these are, like, there are 2 criterias, and we can give more such criteria based on our requirements. So the multiplication sign is for AND condition, like you have specified 2 conditions. If both the conditions satisfied, then you want your result to be delivered. And you can use plus sign as well, which is for R, like either of the 2 conditions satisfied, just give me the result based on that. This is it for this particular video. Like, you can use different data sets, and you can try doing this on the data set that you have, or on the data set you are working on in your college assignments or in office, something like that. So you can practice over there, and still if you have any doubt, you can write me on my email ID, and we'll see you in the next video. Till then, thank you, bye bye.